So, I bet you didn't know that there is another Assassin's Creed game in the works that isn't AC Shadows. This Assassin's Creed game aims to focus on the more traditional elements of the series with its parkour, urban setting, and focus on the tenets of the Creed. This AC game will be set in Malta during the late 18th century, a time ripe with mystery and conflict, perfect to tell an Assassin's Creed story. And I haven't even told you the best part. This game, ambitious as it is being developed by an independent fan team, dead set on bringing a true Assassin's Creed experience to its players. The game is called Assassin's Creed Tribute. I'm told a more fitting name will come, but that's all in due time. I sat down with Enstav13, Erudito Entertainment's executive producer and game director for Assassin's Creed Tribute. He was gracious enough to answer the AC community's burning questions for the game. So again, a massive thank you to Enstav for taking the time. So I think the best way to go about this is for myself to read the questions and their answers as if it's a real conversation, just so you guys can easily follow along in video format. Before that, if you're new to my channel, The Exile, and would like to stay up to date with everything Assassin's Creed, consider subscribing. So what's your role in development of the game? I'm acting as the executive producer and game director. I've also worked on some level design, 3D environment art, writing and animation, but mostly the first two. What is the setting and time period of Tribute? It takes place in 1798 Malta. Malta is a small island in the Mediterranean that was controlled by the Knights Hospitallers since the Crusades. Then in 1798, Napoleon comes in and uses a coup to overthrow the Knights and supplant a French regime, who, despite promises of equality and liberty, begin stealing from the populace, sparking an insurrection and 2-year-long siege of the capital Valletta at the dawn of the Napoleonic Wars. Will Tribute be a complete focus on recapturing the original gameplay mechanics? For example, sophisticated parkour. Yes, social stealth, complex parkour with deep player control and combat is the core of the experience. We are working to design every mission to be playable in any of the 3 core ways we found. Stealth Reaper, kill everyone stealthily, Ghost, slip in with no kills or detects, and Warrior, open combat and kill every enemy. Every mission will be playable based on how you want to play, based on the loadout of gear that you choose, all of which affects your ability to use tools, social stealth, or combat. All main missions will be replayable, and likely side missions too, but this is still in exploration. And you will get a rank based on the performance with the playstyle that you favoured, adding to the replayability so you can always get a better rank/score. Right now, we have no plans for a notoriety system because our social stealth system is fairly complex. One thing I love that helps cement the setting is that the assassin outfits really make sense. Every woman was wearing hoods and dresses as seen in this photo, called a gondola or faldetta. So the outfits you wear will have a direct impact on your ability to be detected by French, British, Maltese, or Hospitaller factions. Some may provide more armor or pouches for tools to let you customize how you will go into each encounter and encourage changing loadouts. Even weapons you carry will affect your ability to perform social stealth. Most women in Malta would not be walking around with a rifle, sword, and 4 pistols without being looked at strangely. But because of how complex this loadout and social stealth system is, we don't want to bog it down further. In what way does it tell the Assassin versus Templar conflict? I believe that AC is at its best as a historical drama. So we follow a young woman named Carmina Maril in this time period. She is an assassin, raised as one from a young age. And we start off with her formal induction alongside her best friend. Malta has been controlled by the Templars for centuries, so the assassin resistance has been struggling to find the right way to apply pressure. We wanted to focus on the philosophy of what it means to be an assassin in this time period, surrounded by enemies, truly being in the shadows. But now that war is coming to her island home, how does this change the assassin dynamic? How do the other characters respond? What factions within the Brotherhood will form and push and pull on each other? It's a deeply personal story for Carmina, as she's pulled in all different directions in this pivotal moment in history, and that's to say nothing for the modern day. Will Assassin 2 missions return? Yes, we are planning 2 core types of what we call exotic missions. The first are traditional parkour-based AC tombs that have a story to tell within them, that connects to the broader meta-narrative in fun and unexpected ways. That may not even click until after you beat the game. The second are small missions to other locations in Malta and Gozo, much like AC3's Captain Kidd missions. As a note about other side content, we will also be including collectibles. Actually, to unlock the exotic missions across Malta, you have to catch map pieces in the winds, and each district will have several side missions that lead up to a black box assassination. Once completed, you can purchase buildings and renovations in the district. There will not be assassin recruits, as we didn't feel it fit the narrative being told. Does Tribute have a memory and sequence story structure? Yes. Is Ubisoft canning the project a possibility or concern? Maybe. They have every legal ability to, but they are aware and we've been in contact with them a few times. We've pledged to make it non-monetized, we have an Assassin's Creed fan game as the subtitle, and are in full compliance with their EULA and TOS. We also specifically chose Malta to stay away from a potential setting they'd do. What engine will Tribute run on? We are currently working on UE 5.4. We may end up updating, but we'll be locking that iteration of UE5 soon. What platforms will Tribute be available on? PC, maybe Linux, probably not Mac. It will be available through file sharing websites like Mediafire. It cannot go to Steam or Unreal since we don't own the IP. Will controller support be available? Yes. Already working and being tested while we're working on the parkour. Can't promise every controller or peripheral will work though. Will Tribute be free? Yes, 100%. Charging money would be in violation of Ubi's trademark and copyright. What type of open world will the game be set? For example, one big city, multiple cities, city plus countryside, etc. 3 cities. We have 3 main regions of Malta, the capital harbour, Rabat, and Gozo. The capital harbour contains the capital of Valletta and 13 other villages in the largest and main map that is planned to be a bit bigger than Brotherhood's Rome. There are some hilly farms in between many villages, so while large sections such as the 3 cities will be dense parkour, there will be pockets that will be less dense. Rabat is a dense city. This focuses on the Jewel of Malta. Medina, a small fortress city upon a hill, and the village beneath it that shares the same name as the region. While there's some countryside around it, this map functions as only city. Medina is where the insurrection started and its Carmine is home. Gozo is a small island in the Maltese archipelago to the north. We're focusing on 2 to 3 cities. Victoria, it was then called Rabat as well, but we're using the name Victoria to be less confusing, and the ports villages of Yan Salem and Gar. They are combined into a single administrative region in the game. There's a couple of miles of countryside in between them, and we won't be showing the entire island, but both contain fairly important forts such as La Cittadella. Gozo also attempted to become independent during the insurrection, so there's some fun to be had there. When can people expect to see more of the game? We're hoping to show off some parkour already, but we're doing some refactoring with UE 5.4, so we're hoping to show off a bit of parkour in the grey boxes Medina in the near future, hopefully by the end of the year. We'll also be announcing the new name at that point, as Tribute is a little hard to find on Google. So, as you can see, this tribute to Assassin's Creed sounds to be coming along nicely. For those of you that missed the older style of AC games with a larger narrative emphasis on the nuance of the Assassin Templar War, well, this game is for you. It sounds like we'll be hearing more from Assassin's Creed tributes very soon, and personally I can't wait. If I butchered any pronunciations of the names, which I probably did, I do apologise. I tried my best to get them right, but knowing me, I probably didn't. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to press the like button to let me and the guys over at Erudito Entertainment know, and remember to subscribe for more on Tribute, Shadows, and everything Assassin's Creed. I love you guys, may the Father of Understanding guide us. I will see you soon. Goodbye.